Taurus. Welcome to your 4 directions reading. Happy Lionsgate energy. Perfect time to do a current energy read. 4 directions based on the 4 great powers within. Wisdom, illumination, innocence, and introspection. Mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical. So we're going to start with an animal totem that I'm going to pull now, and we're going to read it at the end of the reading. Alright, so let's clear this space, shall we? Angels, ancestors, divine guides, and spirit. The great power that holds up and creates worlds, the first source and center, the fountain of the all. The Akashic records in the great halls of wisdom, we ask to receive a message, a precise and clear and protected message. In this portal that we open, we ask that nothing else comes through except that you protect it, so that only the highest vibration for the highest good comes through. And that portal is closed immediately after. We, in great appreciation and gratitude, we honor you and say Amen. And for myself, I will say Amen Ra. And we will leave this here and find out what that's about. I'm not even going to look at it. The Native Heart Healing Oracle. This is a deck that is infused with sacred geometry and color vibrations to help heal and raise your vibration. So if at any time any of these cards you are attracted to, I would definitely recommend, or resonate with you, I would recommend you stop the frame, you know, or come back to the frame, freeze it, whatever, take a screenshot of it, and focus in on the sacred geometry and watch how the different shapes and how the story that the sacred geometry tells begins to move and evolve. It's quite fascinating. So we are going to get a card for all of the directions. Ooh, yes. Okay. Wow. How beautiful. Let me just take my ankh off. It's clinking on the table. It's probably annoying you and me. Let me just put it there. So I love it already. I love it already. Bottom of the deck, the beautiful and lovely self-focus. And this is, first of all, this card right here is a say yes card. So if there's something you've been wondering, if there's an opportunity that has presented itself, if you are, you know, there's a big old yes coming in, self-focus. This is also a card of honoring your needs in a relationship, honoring what you deserve. So this is like consensual relationships, saying yes and honoring yourself. You know, it's very important for us to take care of ourselves. Very important. I know that sounds like super Captain Obvious. But sometimes we put other people before ourselves and we have problems, Taurus, right? We have problems, Taurus, with boundaries. And, you know, sometimes we're the ones who dishonor our boundaries first. You know, and the boundaries card too, like in this Queen of the Moon Oracle deck for guiding through lunar and seasonal changes, is really about saying yes and meaning yes, and saying no and meaning no, as well as your spiritual, physical, emotional, and mental boundaries. They're all important. Keeping out certain thoughts, not letting things that certain people have said bother you. You know, physical boundaries, not allowing people to do certain things physically to you. Emotional boundaries, not allowing people to hurt you or use you or, you know, abuse your, so on and so forth. Spiritual, you know, those energies and entities that do exist, that very well do exist. It's not a figment of your mind or imagination. It's not, you know, the darkness within us all that projects itself like, no, that's not what it is. It's an adversary, it's an enemy. Everything has a predator. We have to remember these things. But moving forward, we have self-discovery. The first card in the north position, which is wisdom. It's what you're thinking of. It's mental energy. It's wisdom. And we have self-discovery with a big old 10. Big old completion, a self-discovery. You're about to discover something that's gonna open a whole, you're gonna soar to a whole new height. Something about yourself that you're learning and discovering. This is a card of joy too. This card, the self-discovery card. Whatever this is, you're going to learn about yourself. Fresh perspective, the wisdom of experience, a shift in values. The wisdom of experience right up in here in the wisdom direction. How about that? It's gracing your energy field because you have recently experienced a shift in your perception. And now view the world with new eyes. Yep. It's time to integrate your new awareness and explore your advanced self just as one would adventure into new territory. Let us be clear, this mandala represents a journey back to one's heart. And that's interesting because that's exactly what this self-focus is. That green energy is heart chakra energy. Empathy, compassion for oneself, kindness, love, gentleness, being gentle with yourself. Okay? Okay? Be gentle with yourself, Taurus. You're experiencing new ways as you never have before, and it is part of the experience to feel as though you are out of your comfort zone, because you are. Your comfort zone never existed. It was simply an illusion created by self to keep you feeling safe and small. Now, as your vibration continues to rise and expand, you will find liberation in the freedom of not knowing your new world and a joy in returning to your divine self. Now, remember, this card on the bottom of the deck is the overall energy of all of these cards in the reading. Self-focus, putting the focus back on yourself, focusing on keeping you light and bright and shiny, and then you have more of that illumination to give to others. You can't give to others if you're not feeling that for yourself. You give to yourself first before you give to others, and that's an act of divine love, giving yourself what you need so that you can give to others. Again, beautiful sacred geometry. I bet you this one just does tricks and flips. Seek out new adventures and rediscover what it is you truly love to do, as things, ways, and even people that may have been of interest to you in the past no longer resonate with you. It is an exciting time of self-discovery as you embrace the new human you are and create a world for yourself that is aligned with your heart. Your heart. So there's an aligning of your heart. And you know, I gotta say, real quick there, Taurus, it's been coming up a lot in the collective that people are feeling like they've just been drifting through life. And maybe the pandemic, maybe that had a lot to do with people just realizing that they weren't really living life, that we were just drifting, existing, functioning. But are we living? Are we living our divine spark? And I feel that oh, I just got chills up my legs. I just felt the energy. And I feel like this is saying for you, Taurians, like it's time for you. That's why this yes card is here. We're only in the north position. We've already reflected back to this card, 2 or 3 times in the description of the energy of this card. Say yes. It's time for yes. It's time for a fresh perspective. It's time for us to start living and and instead of feeling, and some of us feel like we're not connected, our feet aren't on the ground, but we're not quite in the clouds. We're kind of just drifting in between. It's time to put them roots down. It's time to really get into enjoying life. And for me personally, there's a channel by a young lady called Itchy Boots, and she's like from Holland or the Netherlands. I think they call it Holandesa in Espanol, but she is traveling the world by motorcycle. So she is from the Netherlands. She went from India to Europe. Now she went from Argentina to Alaska. Right now she's in Colorado. So it was just this and it was just, if you're resonating with that energy, like I came across her channel and I watched it and I was like, this is amazing. Like she's living life, and she's making a living vlogging and YouTubing, and it's just lovely to see that. It was very inspirational, so I just wanted to put that out there. So yeah, there's a lot of that energy of us coming back into being excited and thriving and experiencing and embracing challenges and embracing, you know, embracing victory over that which throws us out of our comfort zone. If you catch my drift. But for self-discovery, oh, we got another 10. Stop it. 2 full circles. So there's definitely a fresh new, because when you get this 10, that means it's you're in the beginning. Something ended, it came full circle, and now you're going to be released to the new beginning, right? And we have discernment here. Self-discovery, discernment, everything that you've been through on your journey as yourself, the good, the bad, the ups, the downs, the lefts and rights, it was all to teach you discernment. It's not about success. It's not about failure. It's not about judging yourself. Some of you, I feel, are like really judging yourself and being hard on yourself. Let that go. Dismiss that. It's unnecessary. And I'm pointing my finger at myself too when I say stuff like that. I learned so much from your readings, but seriously, like discernment, you learned how to discern. You learned how to use your feeling and your logic to put together to navigate through life. That's what this journey was all about. It's not just about the destination. It's not just about what you want to manifest. It's not just about what you want to accumulate. It's your journey, what you learned. And we learn from mistakes and failures and darkness and hardships and betrayal and lies just as much as we learn from everything being rainbows and butterflies. So, and we tend to hold that too much against ourselves when, like I said, holding it against ourselves when this it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, and letting go of all that extra fat that you don't need and just getting to the meat of the experience, which is what did you learn? And how are you going to apply that to a new fresh perspective moving forward? So now we have the Light Seers Tarot, which I love using with this deck because they seem to like vary with the Native Heart, because they seem to have very similar images sometimes, and it just reinforces. Yeah. Self-discovery. Look, we got these 2 10s here, these completions, like I said, or like the Divine said, and I downloaded Death and Rebirth, the card of Scorpio, which we're coming into autumn here in the States. So that may mean something for somebody, that may resonate on a timeline for somebody for October, end of September, October. Or wait, I'm sorry. End of October, November. You know what I'm saying, Scorpio season. And this is the Death and Rebirth card. And like that, I was getting that feeling like you're in between, like you finished something, you know, and there's this fresh new perspective you're about to receive, or you are receiving, and it's changing everything. It's transforming. Just like it said, it's changing your whole view. There's this rebirth. The Death and Rebirth. Something is ending and something new is beginning, and so may it be. Oh, that was a good resonation. Nice and crystal clear and long. Yeah. You're in the middle of a rebirth process, or you're about to go through one, a fresh new perspective, which is just so needed. And below that, so we have mental and emotional, or innocence, emotional self, or your innocence. And what I love, Taurus, is we have self-love. We're going to hit this ancient dragonfly next. I think, let me just do this. Dot. Yep. Oh shoot, I don't even know. I'm going to put them both there. Why not? Yeah, something new is coming in. Movement, growth, swift movement. Let's find out what, and it's funny because you have these arrows here. Wow. And they're the same color, and we've got green and pink, the same color energies. 8 of Wands, fire energy, Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. Fire coming in. This is this fresh new perspective. This is that growth, that discovery, messages. Let's find out more. But I just see the symmetry of them pointing inward. Love it. So, ooh, yeah, and we have, I was just thinking Leo season. This could be, because it's an 8 and it's fire, and Leo was right underneath. Strength, wow. So, oh wow, okay, we'll take it. Ancient dragonfly. You may be seeing dragonflies. This, look, another 28. This is an illumination in the East, which is your spiritual self, where you find connection and guidance. And we have another 10, 2 plus 8, 10, another completion. This is about breaking old habits and cycles and belief systems. This is about letting go. The dragonfly is an ancient symbol of releasing that old, and then the dragonfly carries it to the moonlight where it's transmuted. Carries it to the light period where it's transmuted. Let go of the past. It's time for something new. Got the flower of life in there. A new cycle is beginning. And we have, yeah, focus. A new, see, fresh perspective, a new focus. A new, fresh focus when you release this old self, this old energy. Yep. And then there's 8 of Pentacles. There's you. 8 of Pentacles, earth energy. And then we have another 8 again. You may be seeing recurring 8s, which is also a sign of abundance. But you have these 8, you have this 8. And this is about, what do you want to do? What do you want to focus on? Where do you want to place your focus? What do you want to put your energy and time into? And how is that going to pay off for you? What is that going to manifest for you? What you choose to put your time and energy in. And it's interesting that this is in the illumination, and she's got a candle. There's the moon cycles. What do you want to put your time and energy in to manifest? Because the moon is an energy that you use to manifest. You use the new moon to plant new seeds, for dreams, goals, intentions, solutions. And the full moon is for exactly what this is. Releasing the old, allowing that moon energy to pull up whatever emotions, water emotions that are need to be released, so that you can feel light, so you can think and hear clearly and feel clearly. There's also, if you look behind this focus card, there's also an illumination as well all around her. It's time to transform and create something new. But you also got, yeah, it's time to take action. It's time to get to work. Once you release this energy, you're going to have whatever that is, the cycle, the bad habit. You're going to release it, and you're going to have a new focus, a fresh perspective, and you are about to get busy. You are about to be busy. 8 of Pentacles is also a card of work and career. So some of you guys are going to be busy. It's time to get fired up. It's time to go. But look at her energy though. That's the type of getting busy it is going to be. Again, they set up here joy, And here it is, like, it's time. Again, we came to self-love, and this is such a beautiful card, and it was above self-discovery, self-love, and self-focus. Self, self, self. It's time, Taurus. This is very important for you because you're such giving people, and you can't deplete your stores giving to other people. You also have to put that energy and time into making sure you are taken care of. The Self Club, this is time. This is a card of it's time for radical self-love. It's time for a daily ritual of self-love, self-affirmation, you know, being gentle with yourself. This is also a card that you are ready for an intimate relationship, a serious relationship, love, because you love yourself. And this card attracts this kind of love, self-love, is what attracts a soulmate. A divine partner. And what does that mean when I say divine partner, soulmate? Somebody you can trust. Somebody who's not going to mess you around. And a lot of people, when looking for love, where you need to start is loving yourself. And it always sounds too easy, too simple, cliche, and for some reason, too much of a bother. But that really is the vibrational magnet, the frequency for real, divine, true love, companionship, intimacy, is loving yourself first and foremost. Knowing that you are loved by the universe. Yeah. Yes! Yes. Self-love. Holy crap. 6, 5 and 6 energy. Wow. I don't even, yeah. What else is there to say? That's the only love that's missing, is self-love. Loving yourself. And who came out with self-love? Well, it's the Queen herself, the Queen of Wands. And why did she come out with self-love? Because the Queen of Wands is very positive, optimistic, powerful energy. She is someone who loves herself and is discovering, as you can see, we said self-discovery. Look at her face. I discovered that I can do this, that I can discover that I am magic, that I can perform magic. I discovered that I can create, that I have powers, that I have gifts. And her love for herself, her positivity, her effervescence, her fire, her light, makes her attractive, makes her sexy, makes her fun and sexual. She's attractive and magnetic, and this is it, self-love. That's the discovery. And the Queen, it's interesting. Wow, Taurus, you always have such amazing readings, I swear to God. The Queen of Wands is considered Phoenix energy. And you have the Scorpio card above her. You're going to see yourself in a whole new way. What's on the bottom of the assessing? Number 9. Taking your time. Not making any sudden moves. Assessing a situation. Leaving no stone unturned, no corner looked around. Before you make a move, before you make a decision, take your time assessing, and it will work out and pay off much better for you. Very interesting that's on the bottom. But we have the lovely energy in the physical, which is introspection and the action that you're going to take. It's funny that action is right across from it, the Knight of Wands. We have the majestic eagle medicine, what is described in this deck as medicine of the highest order. A majestic, this means that the eagle has landed by your side and is here to lift you to new heights, to remind you to always look up, to put the wind beneath your wings. This is a sky is the limit, promotion, advancement, or breakthrough. And you have this self-discovery here. This is such, and this is the card of great-grandfather's son, as we talked about Lionsgate energy, and we have the Queen of Wands here and the Knight of Wands. Like this energy, this light energy, this sun energy, can have a transform, especially with all the geomagnetic storms we've been having, the solar storms. You know, this light energy can have tremendous effect, as well as information for you, healing. But this is great. This is, you're flying higher. You're going to be flying higher. And we got the Knight of Cups here. Wow. The card of romance, the romantic partner. But this is that love coming in. This is the Knight. You have the Knight of Wands and you have the Knight of Cups. Hubba, hubba. And the Queen of Wands. And Scorpio energy. You know what they say about the Scorpios. Hubba, wank, wank. You've got passion coming in. You got fire coming in. Again, water energy, Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So some of you, it might be a Scorpio. We got fire energy on here with the Queen and the Knight. So we've got Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. But Knight of Cups, this is that feeling coming in, that self-love, that allowing yourself to be loved. It's also an offering of love, an offering of even gratitude and celebration. But that's beautiful. And we also got, I also took the Seven of Pentacles, which is your energy. You planting those seeds, we're putting that energy into your self-love. It will pay off. It will have such a good harvest for you. Taking your time to really plant those seeds of love, self-acceptance, self-focus, self-discovery. And it manifests as this, a romantic partner. For some of you, you may already be in a relationship. This is about that relationship being stronger, you healing a part of yourself, loving a part of yourself, growing. Because even when you're in a relationship, you still need to grow individually and as a unit, you know. And this is you, look at growing, Pentacles, earth energy. We also have Pentacles here, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. What a beautiful reading. Okay. And oh, and yeah, you seeing your, this was the Moon card, you seeing your own beauty. And this for you, those of you not interested in love, or that's not your thing, this is your, again, this is that self-love coming in, a new feeling of love for yourself, a new offering of love for yourself, putting in time and energy and knowing that there'll be a harvest. And we got the Beauty card. This is about seeing the beauty within you, your uniqueness, your individuality, and embracing it. And also seeing the beauty and recognizing the beauty. It's like when you see the beauty within yourself and you accept yourself and your own inner beauty and gifts and, you know, potential, it's, you start to see the beauty in others. Don't forget though, always to look with the eagle eye here, to see the beauty in life, to see the beauty that's all around you, to see the beauty of the way the divine imagination and intelligence comes forward to show you the magic that only the divine can. Oh, beautiful. All right, so this is your animal totem, and just be aware of how your animal, how this totem for this message comes into your existence. It could be the actual being, it could be a special on television that you happen to stop on, it could be a conversation in front of you at the grocery store, it could be on the back of someone's jacket. Just pay attention to how the heron comes into your life. And the heron symbology is life, feminine energy, and renewal. So we have the Queen of Wands here. We have this death and rebirth of life. Feminine energy. I mean, male or female, it's just about, you know, it's feminine energy. It could be a feminine ancestor. It can be your emotions, your intuition, your dreams. But the heron is a bird of the water, and is thus associated with feminine energy and regeneration. And in ancient Egypt, the heron was the first transformer of the human soul after death. The first transformer of the human soul after death. So when you see the heron, That is your affirmation, confirmation that the cycle has ended. Because it was seen in flight over the fields when the Nile began to flood, it was associated with fertility and the renewal of life. In the Roman epic, the Aeneid, the heron is again a symbol of renewal and is depicted rising from the ashes of the burned city of Ardea. And that's why you have the phoenix energy. You have all this fire energy. And, you know, this cycle that's ending, breaking old habits, breaking repetitive behaviors, breaking those ancestral curses and those cycles. When you see the heron, I just felt wind on the back of my neck. I don't know where it came from. But when you see the heron, Taurus, get ready. Because I feel like something is going to end. And it's going to be quiet. It might not. There might be something for you to discern or something for you to discover. If you made the discovery might become after the spiritual death, the ending. I'm not sure, but be ready because you're going to get busy, honey. You are going to get busy on something, on life. That's it. I just heard it. On creating life. Living life, enjoying life, exploring life, adventuring, and going through to greater heights, soaring to greater heights. Beautiful. Beautiful. Get ready. It's going to be time to go. It's going to be time to get busy and take action. And for some of you, it's definitely going to be with someone you love. Bam. All right, Taurus. Love and